One take her, hey. Yeah. Got a lot on my mind. It's like how the fuck we make it to the front of the line this last year, hey.
What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how to sync video to audio, whether it be a vlog or a music video or a gaming montage, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you how to sync it to the beat. Alright, so first thing is you want to open up the waveform. So you click here until you get the waveform. And then you want to play the audio until you find where the beat drop is.
One take her, hey. Yeah.
So it's right here, and you can see it on the waveform. That helps you get it perfectly accurate. You can kind of zoom in so that you have a better view of it. It's right there. So what I do then, if I'm doing a gaming montage here, I drag the clip until the shot is right on the beat drop. And if you drag this blue marker right onto the beat drop and then drag the clip right there, it'll be perfectly synced. Perfect. And then the next step would be finding where you want the transition to be. And so for this one, I'm going to do it right as he says a lot. Like right here. And you kind of just want to play the audio and try to think of a good place to put the transition. And then once you find a good place, just cut the clip by doing Control-Shift-D. And then you can drag the next clip in. And then you want to play the audio again until you find where the next beat drop is. So right there. Now this clip is a little bit longer, and I want to showcase more of the clips. So in this situation, I'm going to replay the audio and try to find a later beat drop. So let's play the audio real quick. So I'm going to put it right here. Perfect. And I'm going to go to the beginning, trim it, and boom, we have two clips that are synced to the beat drops. And now I'm going to show you how you can make the beat drop even more powerful. Like, it's already synced to the shot, and I'm going to put a gunshot sound in. Another way you can make it more powerful is by having this. This is called a whoosh. I'll show you the waveform of it. If you double click L, it pulls up the waveform. As you can see, it kind of is like a buildup of bass. That's what a whoosh is. And I'll put a link to where I got this this whoosh in the description of the video. As you can see, it just adds a little bit more bass to it. Alright, so here's how you can make it more visually impactful. So one way I do that is by putting a vignette in. And so I started off by putting the amount to 0. So there's no effect. And I go a little ways ahead of the beat drop, say right here. Keyframe it by clicking that timer. And then go right before the beat drop and bring it way up. Maybe to like there. And then right after, I just put it back to 0. So it looks like this. And then on top of that, if you want it to hit even harder, you can pull up the opacity by pressing T and then press the little keyframe around the same spot. If you press U right here, it pulls up everything that's keyframed. So you can kind of sync it perfectly. And then I'm going to pull the opacity down to maybe 55. That looks good. And back up to 100 right after. And then another thing you can do is pull up the scale by pressing S, and then right on the shot, press keyframe, and then go 1 or 2 frames after, zoom it in, and then a little ways after, put it back to 100. And with this one, we're going to go keyframe assistant on the last keyframe and do easy in. If you pull up this graph editor right here, this makes it so you can curve the scale. That way it kind of like zooms in fast, zooms out fast, but not all the way back out. and then it kind of slowly curves the rest of the way. Let's see what this looks like. And yeah, you can play with those values as much as you want. I like that the way it is, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And the last thing that you can do is either add glow in Stylize. So you can add glow, and you want to do the threshold at 100% right before, keyframe it, go right after, drag this down to maybe about like 55, and then go a little ways after and put it back to 100. That just adds a little bit of a brightness to it right after it hits. Another thing you could add instead of glow is brightness. You just search it in the effects, and it's brightness and contrast, and then you would just turn up the brightness. Same way we did with the glow. But last thing, you want to add a transition in. I have a tutorial on how to make transitions. The last thing you can add to make this extra special is maybe right before the beat drop, you can add a keyframe to the time remapping. And you pull up time remapping by doing time, enable time remapping. And so the way you want to slow this down before the beat drop is go one frame before the shot goes off here, and then keyframe it. I do it right as the shotgun gets pulled out. I make a keyframe here, and you just press this button to add the keyframe. And then you drag this keyframe to the left, and that'll slow it down. Say you add twice the distance like that, that means it's half the speed. And then I'm going to go slightly after to right here when the shotgun gets pulled out again, and make a keyframe there, and then I put these two closer together, and that makes it twice as fast, right, as the shot is happening. And then this keyframe, I'm going to drag double the distance, and that creates half speed. So this is what it looks like.
Got a lot on my mind. It's like how the fuck we make it to the front of.
But yeah, that's basically how I sync my videos and make the bass hit hard. So last thing you can do to save you some time in the future is you can save these effects. And that way all you would have to do is drag the effect on. And so basically the way you do that is you highlight the effect you want to save. So say I just want to save the vignette effect. I would highlight that and then go animation, save animation preset, and do vignette. And then I already have it saved, but here, then let's say I delete CC vignette, and I go to the beat drop here, I click animation presets, and then I go vignette, drag it on, and then you just have to press U to pull up the keyframes. And as you can see, it's not on the right spot, but if you drag these keyframes, you want that right on the beat drop, like that. Perfect. But yeah, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you like this tutorial, make sure you like the video, drop a comment on a tutorial you want me to do, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys at the next video. Peace.